Today, we have a great honor of hosting in our bookstore one of the most renowned and esteemed Canadian author. Marsha Forchuk Skrypuch is Ukrainian-Canadian author of 25 plus books for young people. Her scrupulously research of historical fiction and narrative nonfiction focuses on refugees and war from a young person perspective. Her books have won many Reader's Choice Awards.
This is book 2 of Kidnapped from Ukraine, a trilogy that I wrote because of the kind of disinformation that was being put out, to discredit Ukrainians. I was particularly disturbed when I saw some disinformation directed at kids. Standoff is about one of the 12-year-old twins. The family's woken up with the sound of missiles outside. Daria and her mother go downstairs because they don't have groceries. And there's another attack. The stairs are hit, so they can't get upstairs. And the father and other daughter who are upstairs can't get downstairs. I mean, where is the most safe place for someone who is being bombed? It's in the bathroom in the tub. So the two of them get into the tub, cover themselves up with towels. They're hit again.
Rada, say something!
Shouted Dad. My eyes stung with grit as I opened them. Dad stood beside the tub, his clothes dusty with concrete fragments, and his cheek smeared with blood.
Grab my neck,
he said, leaning down. I held on tight as he lifted me up out of the debris that had filled the tub and set me down on a cleared spot on the floor. A gust of icy air whipped through the hole in the wall where the window should have been.
I use public testimony and any kind of public account that's in a published, reputable journal, newspaper, video interview, BBC, things like that. And with that, I compose like composite people, but I don't make anything up. So even the dates, like I have a calendar. So I guess that's the structure. So when you're writing a book, you have to know the 3D and you have to know every single room and every single smell and everything that they're going to eat and where they're going to sleep and all that kind of stuff.
Where are we? I asked.
Our flat was hit by a missile. The floor split open. We and our bathtub fell 1 story down.
I looked up and saw the storm clouds through the massive, jagged hole where our flat should have been. We fell into the Yannen's place? I asked. Dad grunted a yes. Victor, are you here? I called. Victor Yannen was my classmate, but he wasn't a friend. He had a clingy 9-year-old sister named Alina and an orange-striped cat named Prominchik.
From age 9 to 12, they're very engaged readers. If a person becomes an avid reader at that age, they're more likely to be happy individuals. They're more likely to have just a better life all round because it increases empathy, and especially if you're reading books like this that specifically engage empathy.
I turned to the tub and knelt to look under it, terrified at the thought that we might have landed on top of one of our neighbors.
I already checked,
said Dad.
We didn't kill anyone.
I leaned back on my knees and slowly exhaled. Where are they?
They're not here. I'm hoping they escaped.
Right at that moment, a whizzing crash sounded from outside. I looked out the hole in the wall and saw flames licking out from a car on the street.
It's really important for people, particularly in the United States, but also in Canada, to really understand what's happening and also the magnitude of what's happening, because the only way that you can stop the war is to have people care about the war.
A buzzing sound, Dad's phone. He grabbed it from his pocket.
Your mom,
he said, holding it up to show me, and then shouted into it.
Where are you? Where's Daria?
He listened, and he said,
Thank God you're safe.
He looked at me and said,
They're at the salon.
Mom worked at it as a nail technician at a salon down the street from us.
There's a reason why the mother does nails, because there are a lot of women in Ukraine. It's very popular. I like it too. There's a reason that the father worked at the Azovstal steel plant. The reason that the names are what they are is because I looked at newspapers, stats, government documents to try and find names that were popular in Mariupol now.
Here's the thing.
said Dad.
The salon isn't a good place to shelter.
It's the perfect place,
Said Mom.
It's got a bathroom, running water, and the storage room downstairs is all concrete.
Yaroslava, what do you think happens to nail polish remover when a missile hits it?
What about nail polish?
There's a lot of stuff in there that's highly flammable.
Mom's voice sounded ragged.
I don't know where else to go.
Azovstal has a whole series of bomb shelters. Go to the entrance, the one that I use for work. I'll find you.
She ends up in the Azovstal steel plant, and she's in one of the bunkers, and her father is fighting, but he can't be with her because she's a civilian. And so it's day to day what was happening with people like her. So I make mini stories within, but they're all based on what actually happens. A lot of people who read my books are adults because a lot of times adults don't want to read like something this big, right? They want to read it and they want to get it over with in like 2 days. What I hear again and again is, you see me. And that to me is the greatest compliment. I just finished doing the edits of the last book, book 3, which is coming out in April. In book 3, it's a very uplifting ending. Because I write for young people, it's important for my characters to survive. And so they do survive. And even the cat, I have to tell you, survives.
Спеціальне оголошення для всіх молодших читачів, які тут сьогодні. Ваша книжка сьогодні є подарунком від Скутаума.